is in Detroit. And, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Did all of us watch the Jordan documentary last night? The beginning of it?
I did. Yes.
That's not so. I mean,
I'm very excited about it.
I have a question.
I'll tell you this because I know where you're going. Even if you're not like a huge sports fan, sports is inherently dramatic. Mm-hmm. And obviously, this was interesting to me because it's the team I grew up with. Mm-hmm. But it's such a good story.
And in such a way, it's a team that everybody grew up with because they were so popular. Like the Bulls in the 90s, it was never, there's never been another team like it.
All I could think of, though, watching the whole thing was being one of the guys who wasn't Jordan. Yeah. Like being all guys who were amazing players in their own right. Luke Longley and Tony Kukoc.
Scottie Pippen.
Charles Oakley. Well, Scottie Pippen, but everybody knew that he was like,
they said it in the thing.
He was the Robin to his Batman.
He was the Robin to his Batman, but he is
one of the most underrated players.
He's underrated and underpaid.
Yeah.
Like, Jordan should peel off $100 million for Scottie Pippen just cuz.
I had no idea he was so underpaid during that period. That
contract he signed.
Yeah, he signed a 7-year, $18 million deal.
Which sounds good. Like, for us, we hear that, go, $18 million for 7 years. I wouldn't complain about that at all. He was the 122nd highest paid player in the league, and he was one of the top players. He's like NBA All-First team defensively and I think on the actual first or second team. Like he was one of the best players.
He was the 6th highest paid guy on the team.
I know!
So Jordan's making $33 million. Like Tony Kukoc is making, Luke Longley's making, John Paxson, Steve Kerr, they're all making more than Scottie Pippen. And they're like, he said it. He's like, I had family at home in Arkansas. I had a brother and a dad who were in a wheelchair. I just wanted to take care of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
His ex-wife, this woman, Larsa Pippen, who I'd heard the name and seen the photos.
She's Kardashian-esque.
She is, but I had no idea that was his ex-wife. I just thought that was her name. She kind of came to his defense after that thing aired. She's like, he's okay. He's got money.
Yeah.
But he could have had so much more. And it was fun for me because I forgot about some of the guys they'd cut to like Bill Wennington. And I go, oh, Bill Wennington. Like just guys I forgot. Charles Oakley. I go, oh, Charles Oakley. Like DJ, when they're talking about the Celtics, Dennis Johnson's dead. A lot of these guys are dead. Jerry Krause is dead, So these guys aren't in the thing, but man, and they're just doing 5 weeks. It's 10 episodes, but they're doing kind of back-to-back episodes
every week, yeah.
It's called The Last Dance. It's so fun.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that for the next 5 weeks. It's going to be on Flicks and Bill's going to be all about this. So I'll dig into it more, but I really enjoy it. And you would probably like it.
Yeah.
Just because it is dramatic and it does, they do a good job of explaining everything.
It jumps around a lot.
It jumps around a lot, but it gives you good timelines. It gives you good, it's setting up why this season was so chaotic and why it was so important and so historic. But, you get a great backstory on Jordan and how he came into the league and just started changing the way the game was played.
Yeah.
So it's pretty great.
It was wild to see. They would talk to the guys who coached the team before he got there or right when he got there. Mm-hmm. Stan Albeck, I was like, oh my God. Like these were names that I remember like seeing in the paper when I was a kid. But we didn't go to a lot of Bulls games before or after Jordan. We just didn't go to a lot of Bulls games. But man, it was fun to watch. My wife grew up a Detroit Pistons fan. I told her, I go,
next week.
I said, Doug Collins, if memory serves, when he left the Bulls, he went to the Pistons. Because I was talking about how everybody who wasn't in Chicago, like you loved Jordan, but you also hated him for what he probably did to your team. Like here, everybody hated him because he basically walked up Craig Elo's back, right? Yeah.
He gave us some all-time Cleveland heartbreak moments.
Right. But my wife grew up a Pistons fan because she's from Detroit area, so she's like, well, I didn't like him because they stole the thunder from the Fab Five. That's what she grew up with. And huh?
No, not the Fab Five.
Who were they? The
Fab Five was Michigan.
Yeah. But I mean, like the guy, whoever the guys, Bad Boys. Sorry, yeah. Bad Boys. Mm-hmm. And the Bulls came through. And,
but they had 2 championships.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
they had. I mean, that's really impressive, especially in those years when you still had Magic and the Celtics and the Lakers being competitive, and they still, they competed with them and won 2 championships. So the bad boys were no joke, but that's what made Jordan's ascent to the top even more impressive, is he wasn't just beating like good players, he was beating all-time good players.
I like when they would go back and talk to Michael Jordan's family, and they would talk about how when he was younger, his brother was much better at basketball than he was. And I was like, imagine an alternate universe in which Larry Jordan was
Larry Jordan is the star.
Yeah.
I want to be like Larry.
He could go, yeah, man, I was better than him when we were 12. I was better than him for 2 weeks. I was better than Michael Jordan.
They dropped a surprise Jordan last night right when that started, and it sold out in 5 minutes.
Oh, did they really?
But then there's also been Jordan memes all over the place, and there's one where it's a fake pair of Jordans, and they got the logo wrong, and it's one of the other dunks that he's known for. And so, like, in the description of the product, it says, "These are Jordans. I know the logo looks different, but he did this dunk too."
Did you try to get them?
The ones last night? Yeah, but I couldn't.
Oh, you didn't get them?
No. They sold out in 5 minutes.
Lickety split.
So fast.
How much?
They were $200, and then people were selling them for $300.
Did they actually
just red and white, or what were they?
The
red and black, red and white?
Red. They're white with a little bit of red, black soles. The fire red 5s.
Wow.
I was gonna say, because like people will buy your shoes even if they are ugly, but it's just the fact that I'm not even like a shoe head, or a sneakerhead. Sorry, I'm not a sneakerhead, but I do like the way Jordans look.
Shoehead sounds like an insult a 6-year-old would call you.
Get out your shoe head. Why do you wear your shoes in your head, you shoe head?
Because you smell like feet, you shoe head.
I got these purple ones that I got last week that I really like.
Lakers colors?
They're just white and purple.
Oh.
Those?
Yeah.
Those are the ones that look like the ones Chris D'Elia wore in his special.
Yeah, his are a little bit, because his have like a little bit different color blocking. Like there's some, I think his have a black toe.
You like purple.
I do like purple.
It's the
Purple your
color of
favorite
royalty.
It's not my favorite, but it's a good color.
Yeah.
He's repping my Northwestern Wildcats over there. Quietly.
Obviously.
There you
But
go.
solidly.
Purple's
Hey,
a good
Rick.
color.
How you doing, Mr. Allen?
Hey, what's going on, Rick?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yep.
Do you think we should start opening up the country too soon with this virus? Or I would really want your opinion. Should we wait and be sure, or should we start opening back up?
Well, the scientists, the experts say that this is way too early. That we have not done the things we need to do to continue to mitigate what's going on. Are you leaving your house a lot, Rick?
Huh?
Are you leaving your house a lot?
No, no.
Okay. I mean, I at some point you got to get supplies or whatever. I don't know if you have those things delivered
Well,
to
I
you.
got other people I have to do it for me. I'm
Okay.
They wear their masks and gloves.
Yeah.
But no, your opinion, do you think we might be opening it up too quick?
Well, it's not my opinion. What the experts and the scientists have said is this is absolutely too quick to open things up. Just the people in charge don't care about that.
Right, because it can start back up again.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, that seems to be the conventional wisdom. It's not even a controversial opinion.
Bill, what's your opinion on that, Bill?
Wait, what?
What's your opinion?
About, are we opening up too quickly?
No, I think...
Just getting in there.
Listen to what the experts have to say, and if they say we need more tests and we need to wait and be patient on this, I think that's what we should do. So we probably are opening up too quickly if we open up soon, but I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah,
I'm not a doctor, so I'm kind of on the same page as Alan. Do I want things open? Absolutely, I do.
Right.
But it's dangerous. It's very dangerous, and then it's also one of those things where we could take 2 steps forward and then 3 or 4 steps back because we open everything up and then it starts spreading around again, and then we got to shut everything down again, and I don't want to do that.
But you got those new shoes, Bill, so if you have to take that many steps backward or forward.
It's going to look good.
Like they saw talking about small business. They had over $3 billion now. You hear the news on small business. No, they're not. Small business is not. What's your opinion on that, Miss Mary?
On small businesses?
Should we open up too quickly?
Oh, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, if they open, there's going to be people who are going to want to go out, and then there's going to be people who are also cautious and stay at home. So...
Yeah, you can open everything up, but if people aren't going to your establishment...
Right. I think people are going to be scared for a little while, so it's not going to be a big, huge rush, but people will. I mean, there's that group of people, like Alan was saying at the top of the show, not wearing masks, who are going to go out right away, and hopefully people know what they're doing, and they do it safely.
Did you see the photos of the beaches in Florida, Rick?
Yes, I did.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, but, it's a risky move. Either way we go.
Well, yes, the economy, things cannot remain indefinitely as they are.
Right.
We would be in a different situation if the people who are tasked constitutionally with protecting the country had done their jobs. That's not where we are. So, listen, long as we hear from you regularly, Rick, and we know that you're okay, we'll be okay.
As long as I hear from y'all, although I hear you, but I don't know, it might be a tape. I don't know if y'all okay.
You're talking to a tape right now, Rick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Cox.
All right, Rick, take care of yourself. All right, there's Rick. He is
just running some, just getting in there.
Number 116 on the Alan Cox Show blacklist. Some Palestinian baller, I don't know who this dude is, in New Jersey, went to a Checkers drive-thru. Have you seen this video?
Mm-mm.
And he's got, this guy's probably, I don't know, trying to launder money, trying to get rid of some, I don't know what, but he had $40,000 in his hand. He had 4 bundles of 10 grand, and he gave them to 4 employees working a Checkers drive-thru. I don't know how he landed on that. I don't know why.
Those are the fries he wanted.
Obviously, they thought that it was a prank. It wasn't a prank. I don't know who this guy is.
Did they film this?
They did. Yep, the video's going around today.
He did or they did?
He did.
He did, okay.
Guy's name is Jay Mazzini. They call him a Palestinian entrepreneur. I don't know what he has entrepreneured, but he walks up, starts handing these guys money. By the way, proceeds to shake hands with each and every one of them. But I guess a kind gesture nonetheless.
This is Checkers, right?
Yeah.
I have a question. How much you make an hour?
Sorry, about 11.
Can you bring everybody here? I just want to give you guys something. I know you guys work hard. I know you guys is strong. This is, I swear to God, that 10,000 is for you. Man? I swear to God.
Oh my God, yo.
That's 10,000 for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Oh my God, thank you.
Take care.
Unfortunately, in the time between when he did that and when they got off their shift, it had already gone viral. All 4 of them were robbed and murdered.
Shut up.
Nevertheless, it was a fantastic viral video for a couple of hours before it was considered evidence in an ongoing murder investigation. But
are you being serious?
No. Are you?
No.
I was going to say, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what a tragedy. I was getting ready to cry. I was like, there's no good people left in this world.
Boy, it would have been fun if we could have just batted that around for a while.
That's why I stayed silent. Mary answered for me.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. So I don't know who this guy is, but he walks up to the window and gives these guys rubber banded. I chopped a lot of that out. A couple of the people were like flinging expletives. It's funny because he's like, here, you can pay some bills. 10 grand's a lot of money. I don't care if you're working Checkers or wherever. And one guy's like, I'm going to ball the F out.
Yeah.
Give a guy 10, and some people, the money's going to be gone by tomorrow. But yeah, again, I don't know who this guy is. Jay Mazzini is the guy's name.
How would you react if something like that happened?
I'd probably
Did you
cry.
say how would a Jew react?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm curious. How?
Because the guy's Palestinian, Poundcake? I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a weird take. This guy has 500,000 followers on Instagram. And listen, for all I know, he might, I don't know. I don't know who this guy is, but he walked up and he gave 4 employees. Now, the weird thing is, if you watch the video, is he walks up and goes, how many of you were working? And they said 5.
Oh.
And he goes, well, I got something to give you guys. And he hands out 4 packs, 4 stacks of $10,000.
And there's someone in the back, probably the hardest working person.
I'm not
like,
sure.
Oh, right, I'm ready to get my 10 grand. Like,
the person's still taking orders.
Yeah. The thing is, you only gave us 4, and you just gave them to us, and you didn't get included.
Yeah,
he told you not to take your break, man.
His caption was,
Stephanie's on break. Hey, I know what you guys look like now, and it was kind of a letdown. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Yeah. And then you find out that, that's when the 10 grand came in.
I was taking a big old dump when that guy pulled up, and I wasn't there. Yeah, his caption was that I wanted to pay all 4 employees or whatever, but in the video they say there's 5. So, yeah,
maybe
he gave
one of them didn't take it. I don't know why they wouldn't, but...
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure why. So that was in Jersey. Next door in Philly, by the way, they have announced that Bill Cosby will not get out of prison because of the coronavirus.
He rapes, but he saves.
He what?
He rapes, but he saves.
He rapes, but he saves?
Yeah, it's a Chappelle bit.
Oh.
He rapes, but he saves.
All right.
He rattles off all the good stuff that Bill Cosby did over his lifetime, and there's a lot of really good things that he did.
Right.
And he rapes, but he saves.
Well, you can be a man and a monster.
Yeah.
Well, who's doing the raping?
His lawyers argued for compassionate release. And there are a lot of people getting out on this, by the way. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe there would have been too big of an outcry if Bill Cosby had been let out. After, because like R. Kelly's another guy who's like, please, let me out. Please, let me out. And they're not letting him out either.
No, he does no saving. He just rapes.
Yeah.
I watched the whole documentary. He just rapes. There ain't no saving whatsoever.
Straight rape.
We need to leave his ass in there.
0 saves. Straight rape.
And they're underage. At least Cosby was raping people of age.
So he moves up to the number 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. At least Cosby people. I don't know. I didn't hear any whispers of underage people.
Now,
Boy, that'll be something to carve into his headstone, though. At least I raped people of age, says Poundcake on William H. Cosby's headstone.
Having watched the documentary now, can you still listen to R. Kelly's music?
Yes!
You still can.
Yes!
That's always been the case.
2. I know. I didn't know if maybe it had finally hit a point where he's done enough wrong that you can't separate the art from the artist anymore.
He's an awful human being, but his music now has no commercials on him, so I can just play his whole album straight through.
No commercials.
Yeah, no one wants to advertise with him, so whenever I'm like, okay, Step in the Name of Love, click, R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet.
What you're saying is that for you, R. Kelly being a serial rapist has been strangely convenient.
Not even convenient, but like, think about, so if I cancel all of his music, what about the songs that he wrote for other people? So he wrote songs for Celine Dion.
You wouldn't be willing to sit through a commercial.
What do you mean?
Yeah, if there are still commercials, would you give up on him?
No, because clearly somebody else is going to endorse him. So
What does somebody else have to do with you, though?
I mean, nothing. I'm just saying I'm not out alone this time. I'm okay with being alone, but it helps to have company, I guess.
Poundcake doesn't save, and he doesn't rape.
Hey.
He's neutral.
Yeah,
He's the Switzerland of saving and raping.
I just look at it as
He's Liechtenstein.
I can't cancel him completely without canceling the artist that he writes for. You think Celine Dion's not going to sing the music that he wrote for her? What about Whitney Houston? He wrote for Beyonce.
Well, Whitney ain't singing anything.
I understand that, but her music's still out there. There's a lot of artists that he wrote for. Lady Gaga. I can't cancel him and not cancel all of them, too.
Well, he did have his pea-stained fingerprints on a lot of other artists' music. That
Michelle
is true.
Williams. A lot of different people.
Oh!
The Isley Brothers.
Yeah.
And it goes on and on. So, no, I'm still going to listen to the music. And, I mean, I can listen to chapters 1 through 33 of Trapped in a Closet without commercials. So, whatever.
Yeah, I consider myself fortunate in that I never really thought that R. Kelly music was that great to begin with. So, it was certainly nothing that I ever sought out. I thought I Believe I Can Fly. I thought that was...
Well, because it's a Chicago anthem.
What about
No,
Ignition?
it's hella corny, for one thing. It could not be cornier.
Ignition.
No.
Ignition. Come on now, Alan.
No.
That was, I
Don't
think,
care.
like the only
bumps.
R. Kelly one that I was really, really into.
I mean, it's catchy. I'm not saying it's a bad song. It's just I would never seek out R. Kelly music. I would never go listen to R. Kelly, is my point. You know what I mean?
I think this was another one of my 6th grade slutty songs, probably.
Ignition?
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone.
Music on YouTube. Because
Hey, we'll get flagged, right?
That's true. What about Echo? You said you liked
that's
Echo.
the yodel one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yole, 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 hey-hoo.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember that one until Alan said something. I was like, oh,
Well, the only reason I know any of that album is because it was right after we had come here, I think, and Gwen was still working for a television station in Michigan, and she had also been doing album reviews for them. And she did that R. Kelly album, whatever that was. And she came home, and it was called Untitled, 2009. And she's like, you got to listen to this piece of crap. And I thought she was
didn't like it?
Well, it's like I said, it's all corny. I mean, R. Kelly was a great singer, but everyone's pretty clear that he's illiterate.
Yeah, he can't read.
Right. So he's just like making things up, and who knows, but let me find the yodel here, yeah.
He got Same Girl by Usher. He wrote a lot of songs for Usher. Like, I can't just cancel him completely. You can't erase history. It is what it is.
Don't take those statues down.
I'm just saying.
I mean, he can sing his ass off. And I like the video, too, because it's just him in a sweater in front of a green screen of the Alps.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a Ricola commercial.
I can't spend my money on production. I'm raping these chicks. I got to put all my money towards my lawyers. Just put me in front of a green screen.
It is kind of, he's like an egotistical maniac because he had a house big enough where these girls were in there and they never saw each other. Like, she's in one wing of the house, the other girl's in the other wing of the house, and they can only communicate through text. And
Ariel Castro.
Yeah,
Get
Castro.
people in a small house and they didn't see each other.
But they knew each other, and they were in the same room.
Not very often.
Okay, but they would try and meet up, and they're like, oh, well, let's go to the back stairwell. No one ever goes there. Like, you got a back stairwell?
Boy, you know every nook and cranny of these stupid
watched
stories.
It 400 times.
Stupid stories.
Stupid stories. These are stories of survival. You're saying those survivors?
That's not why you watch them. You watch them.
He eats dinner and watches this
Yeah.
over and over, night after night.
Do you know how many?
After
Do you know how
night.
many stories of survival are out there? But you watch the R. Kelly one
It's compelling.
repeatedly.
It's really compelling.
All
and it really,
stories of survival are compelling.
Not all of them. They ain't got enough.
Oh, come on.
It's like a lady put out a documentary of like surviving a car crash while she also had stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and Poundcake like, "But were you raped?"
Yeah.
Don't be saying that.
You don't put out no good music. So, yeah, Bill Cosby is not going to get out. And so far, neither is R. Kelly. His lawyers also revealed that Bill Cosby is now completely blind. So why don't they just tell him he's out?
Smells different. Heightened sense of smell
Okay.
and taste. Those Jell-O pudding pops will come in handy now.
Yeah, I can't see anymore. Need to get out
There
because
we
of the
go.
COVID, and let me please. I was raping, but they're of age. Ask Poundcake, my PR person. Talk to the young man. He always has pants pulled up and was not a good bad guy. Yeah, they said Cosby is denied because he is considered a violent offender. I'll tell you what, all they need to do, man, if you were lucky enough to get a typo and they forgot to put in the N, you could get out because you were a violent offender.
All
Start
that
wearing
purple.
Oh,
That's
my
Bill.
God, it's a color of royalty.
Bill's a violent
Again.
offender.
Oh, man.
They're good shoes.
Bill Cosby in prison has had 2 major surgeries to relieve blockages in his carotid arteries.
Ouch.
They did not want him to have a heart attack.
You're going to die in here.
Yeah,
Why not?
that's
Well, they
right.
want him to serve his sentence, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
How many years did he get? A ton. Like, he's going
8,
to die.
I thought.
Oh, I thought it was like 50.
No, it's like 9.
Yeah, they said it's essentially, the guy's like 80, so they're like, it's essentially a death.
So why not let him have a heart attack?
Because they still want the illusion of that they're a caring society.
Well, no, it's, I mean, cruel and unusual. You're not
Yeah.
just supposed to let a guy die. That's why everybody's flipping out
About
over
the
these
coronavirus
In these prisons. The prison he's in, only 1 death has been reported. I'm not sure how many there really were, but
The prison in Marion had more confirmed coronavirus cases than the county, I think.
yeah, it leads the state now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 1,000 cases in the prison.
Yeah, because it's just going
Nuts.
to go rampant in there.
But I was gonna say, but once again, these prisoners, and it's not just the prisoners. I know it's the prison guards as well. But they're getting all these tests, and regular people can't get tests. That feels sick. It could still be the flu, but they still can't get a test.
Yeah,
just making that note.
No, we have Mary and I have a friend that was admitted to the hospital, but because of his age, even though he's got 104-degree fever, Still couldn't get a test.
Too young? What do you mean his age?
I don't. Just like
He's in his 30s?
Yeah,
Late 20s, early 30s?
And they just said that he couldn't get a test because his vitals are still good.
104.5 degree fever, and they wouldn't give him a test.
Huh.
But his vitals are good. He just has a very high fever.
And a headache.
But we're testing tigers, and we're testing prisoners who murdered people, 13 dudes and a zebra. But yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, okay. Let me break here. If you want to get a text into me, 35192. Another chance for you to win $1,000 is coming up at 4:30 this afternoon. And we'll be back after these.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio